So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
He'll be the conductor, Peter, making sure that his team creates space and make good use of it. I expect him to be running the show and adding a touch of class to proceedings.
Winning with style, and that's what he has always been about.
Always. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Great defending, strong and determined. Searching pass he's played there. Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. Kahn clears. Beckenbauer. Marquinhos. And Zanetti. Oh, easy pickings there. Driving forward. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And here's Mbappe, and he cuts out the supply. And it's Cruyff. Pele, can he get on the end of this? And it's played... Oh, smashing! Off the post! Oh, that's an own goal!
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Beckenbauer. Pele. Aims beyond. He's had a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Zanetti. Has a look and plays it forward. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Mbappe. Zanetti. And it's Messi. Pele can see things others simply cannot. Pass is just off target. Looking wide. Oh, that is a nice touch. And he's managed to get free. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pele. That's a good ball out wide. And he's made sure that's not getting through. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Cruyff. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Cruyff.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Can he get it through? Vitinha gets into some space. Oh, what a climb! In for the pieces! Sticks it away! And this is getting better and better. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Ibrahimovic. Look at the shapes to shoot! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
And that has been cleared. Cafu gets it away. Chance, surely! Marquinhos. And there's the end of the first half.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
Il proprietario dell'auto blu parcheggiata davanti ai cancelli è invitato a spostarla, altrimenti sarà rimossa.
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their...
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Might be danger. Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Spread it left. Cafu. Cafu is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And this is Cruyff. Oh, that's a fine interception. Cleared without complication.
Pele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Played with finesse. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their...
Oh, what a big chance!
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Rising over the bar.
14 spettatori.
Zanetti. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi going vertical. Now it's Vitinha. He has found a way through. And this is Pele. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's been flat. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this to extend their lead.
That is some save from Khan.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
And a shot.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
He's having a go.
Baresi is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Tele. Marquinhos. Oh, there's a probing ball. Cafu providing an outlet on that flank. Ibrahimovic chasing after it. Now it's Cruyff. And it's Messi. Now it's Pele. Cruyff. And he's found a... He's having a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 3.
So, third corner of the game.
Roberto Carlos. Numero 10. Numero 20.
Up he goes!
Numero 2.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Il numero 26. Il numero 18. Il numero 19. Il numero 9. Cambio di giocatori.
He's gone direct here. And here's Haaland.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Zico. He's a shot. Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack.
And he's let fly. And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
And that has been cleared. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Oh, it's Dembele. And he's in on goal. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Dembele. Oh, well played. Shifted it to the flank. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Rijkaard. Lovely, now then. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He is through here. Tries the terrific header. It's hit the crossbar. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Vieira. Spread out to the left.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Vieira. Probing pass. Nice interception, well timed. Zanetti plays it long. And that's a good ball. 5 minutes to add. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Nedved. That's been slipped through. It's Dembele! And it's in! Results no longer in doubt. It's just... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially for him.
Voted the greatest player of the 20th century, but he is so much more than just that. He is a decent chance! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipped.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. And he was alert to it. And that is out of play. That's been cut out, well played. Tele, and he's got the beating of his man. Takes a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vitinha. Barcelona looking to pass them. He's gone for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Back in possession and ready to go again. Baresi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That's tidy. Nedved! Now, who's going to be first to this? Petit. Haaland. And it's Ribery. Tele. Well read, and the danger is averted. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Tele, and the finish! And he comes up trumps again.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Baresi, Vitinha, Vitinha can see things others simply cannot. Now that looks a decent ball, and the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And he's been shifted off it. Nedved, 30 minutes gone. Now it's Haaland. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nedved, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Now it's Hullet. Shapes to shoot! And he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He'll fancy himself from here. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Nedved is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Now this could be a chance. He can get that clear.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Haaland gets flagged offside. Oh, that's clever. That pass just didn't quite work. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Hullet. Beckenbauer. Now it's Mbappe. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Vieira. And that has left him in a heap. Pele looking to add to his goal. Sané. Now it's Hullet. And here's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. And it's made its way to him.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Baresi picks it up for... And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 21, numero 24.
Here's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about...
And Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Thuram. A man never... Oh, no, what has happened here? And they've got a throw. Oh, can he get onto this? Pele. Can he get on the end of this? Nedved with... Climbs up big! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Certain, searing, and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and... met it perfectly.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Vitinha. Now it's Pele. Nedved. Neymar. And smartly reclaimed.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Hullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Vitinha. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position.
Shot a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Terrific header! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Knocks it into space. Vitinha, and it's Nedved. Great ball, and he's in here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That has ended up in no man's land.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Vitinha. Tele. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Defending was strong and firm. Shot could be on.
Bruno Fernandes.
Here's Haaland. Haaland stood his ground strongly. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that is a little undercooked. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And he's on his way. Bruno Fernandes takes aim and crosses. Vitinha. Can he get it through? And this is Pele. He's away. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Yaya Toure.
Oh, good-looking ball. Neymar. Nedved at his creative best. He's set up 2 goals.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
No, it's come to nothing. Neymar.
Bruno Fernandes.
Now it's Haaland. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Well, that is one way to stop him. Looking for options for movement.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Now it's Pele. And it's Neymar. Bruno Fernandes. He's got away. And he shoots! Nedved.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's intervened well there.
Bruno Fernandes.
And he cuts out the supply. Nedved. Vitinha. Petit. So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. Now it's Haaland. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that's that. A tale of 2 teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
And Patrick Vieira, the pillar of... Takes a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
And he's been shifted off it. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, well measured. It's Pele! Off the post! Hangs one in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard. Vitinha. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Messi. Shot could be on. And here's Messi. Tries a deft little ball. And the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. Gets his head on it! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Baresi. Here's Vitinha. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Nedved. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Dembele. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Petit. Roberto Carlos. Haaland. Well, we expected better, and so did he. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking to play him in, and he was alert to it. Roberto Carlos. Vitinha. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Messi. Now, can they get him away? Rijkaard. Tries to play it through. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Thuram. Beckenbauer does really well there. He is strong. Nedved. Vitinha. And it's Messi. Now it's Dembele. It's a threatening ball. Oh, super ball. Nedved! And that's caused a worry or two.
Nedved certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And this is Pele. Petit. And the pass is intercepted. Roberto Carlos. Dembele is herring after that one. Roberto Carlos. Petit. Nedved. Looking for options for movement. Vitinha. And this is Dembele. Now it's Messi. Oh, good spread. Beckenbauer deals with that comfortably.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Dembele. Great vision. Great chance! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up. He's got tall. Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Barella. Conditioning was spot on. Haaland. Neymar. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Roberto Carlos with a real chance here. Looking here to alter the direction of the game. Roberto Carlos! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Se ruega a su padre que acude a recogerlo a la puerta 26.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Haaland! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
He's having a go! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Thuram, always on the lookout for any signs of danger.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And this is Pele, and he's managed to get free. Dembele, header! Oh, it's hit the post! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Defending of the desperate variety. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. And he's intervened well there. Great defending, strong and determined.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
That has not gone well. Petit. No way through there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Has a look and plays it forward.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's on it, can he get away? Oh, that was vital. Beckenbauer, it's a pretty loose pass. Nedved looking understandably energised after his goal. Haaland. Nicely weighted ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's ruffled a few feathers, but can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6. El dorsal 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Serán sustituidos por
A case now of complete control.
el dorsal 20. Luis Suárez.
Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! It's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, that's really...
Luis Suarez! Oh, terrific save.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Tries a shot! Zico is flagged offside. Stoichkov is onto this. Mbappe, chance for a shot! And he's hit it too high.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
That's a little off target. Zanetti. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He has found the way through. Ball comes in. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Barcelona.
Oh no, this does not look good.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's lost his man here. And this is Hullet. They're urging him to shoot. Played in. It's a mighty effort! Sticks it away! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. And things are much healthier in their favour.
And he's had a hit! And he couldn't keep it down. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Baresi. Neymar. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And he shoots! And he hits the net! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. And here's Suarez. Can he get on the end of this? Decent chance! Davids knocks it into space. It's a promising position. Gets a good foot in there. Baresi. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Threads one in. Caught offside that time. And he welcomes it in. And Messi! It's there! It hurts, does it not? Oh! And that is that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times, A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
En el marcador,
How do you look back on the game